She was smart. She was independent. Um, she was loving. She was all about family. I haven't heard the word "I love you" so many times from her.
We didn't always get along, but if Rayon came and with one person, we had to get along. So it was like she brought the joy.
This family has already experienced more loss than most do in a lifetime.
I'm not quite sure what the conflict was with those two young ladies, but usually we don't have that kind of problems.
The problem here, according to police, stemmed from a dispute between the two since 2023. Curry Brown owns the business across from the barber shop.
The gun violence is not necessary. You know, we're all trying to make money.
26-year-old Rayon Williams was more than just a daughter, sister, or friend. She was the heart of her family. Her loved ones often said she was the glue that held everyone together, the one who could brighten any room with her energy and bring peace during difficult times. Rayon had a deep passion for fashion and a keen eye for style. She loved sneakers and always had the latest pair, often matching them with outfits that showed off her unique flair. Her love for basketball ran deep, whether she was watching a game or shooting hoops with friends, and she never passed up a chance to dance. Her joy was infectious, but beyond her interests and hobbies, Rayon's most cherished role was being there for her family. She was strong, independent, and full of love. Always willing to step up, always putting others first, she made sure those around her felt seen, supported, and cared for. Her presence was constant and comforting, and her impact was felt by everyone who knew her. Yet, despite all the light and love she shared, no one could have predicted the sudden and tragic turn her life was about to take. An unexpected chain of events would soon unfold, altering everything and forever changing the path of a young woman who had so much life left to live. Around 1 p.m. on Metaf, on October 4th, Pittsburgh police were dispatched to Bones Barbershop on East Carson Street in the city's south side, following reports of a shooting. When officers arrived, they were met with a chaotic and unsettling scene. Inside the barbershop, they discovered an unresponsive adult female lying on the floor, the aftermath of what had clearly been a violent and sudden incident.
On Pittsburgh's south side at East Carson and 13th Streets, Bones Barbershop remained closed on a Monday morning after a deadly shooting took place inside.
We heard pow, 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 and we all froze, not knowing what's going on.
It happened around 1 in the afternoon on Saturday.
We were all shocked as it was daytime.
Unexpected in daylight.
The victim was identified as 26-year-old Rayon Williams, who was tragically pronounced dead at the scene after sustaining multiple gunshot wounds. Surveillance footage from inside Bones Barbershop captured the moments leading up to her death. In the video, 25-year-old Myra Carter is seen sitting in a barber's chair, her arms hidden beneath a cape. Rayon stands nearby, holding a cell phone in her right hand, along with 2 barbershop staff members. As Rayon steps toward Carter, Carter suddenly opens fire from underneath the cape. Rayon attempts to flee toward the back of the shop, but collapses shortly after. Meanwhile, Carter stands up, visibly brandishing her weapon, and calmly exits the barbershop. According to investigators, Carter drove to her home in Baldwin following the shooting. Before contacting authorities, she called both her mother and her girlfriend. She eventually dialed 911 and turned herself in. Officers later recovered a firearm registered to Carter's inside her vehicle. Carter agreed to speak with police during questioning. According to court documents, she explained that she and Rayon had been involved in an ongoing dispute since 2023. Allegedly sparked by a falling out over both women being romantically involved with the same person. Carter claimed that during that time, Rayon had stolen her firearm, further escalating tensions between them. On the day of the shooting, Carter told police she entered the barbershop and found Rayon already there. She said she took a seat and rested her firearm on her left thigh under the barber's cape for comfort, noting that she is left-handed. According to her statement, Rayon expressed a desire to take the confrontation outside and made a remark that she had to go outside sometime. Carter claimed Rayon stepped toward her, holding the bottom of her shirt with her left hand, something Carter interpreted as a possible threat. Despite admitting she never saw a weapon on Rayon, Carter told police she was unsure whether Rayon intended to hit or shoot her. In that moment, she made the decision to fire 3 shots from under the cape. Investigators later recovered 3 spent 9mm shell casings at the scene. When asked directly if she felt it was necessary to shoot Rayon, Carter reportedly responded, "No, I didn't have to shoot her."
I just spoke to the owner of Bones Barber Shop, and he says one of their customers shot another one of their customers. He says he and his employees had no idea that the 2 customers knew each other or that this would have happened. He says they were all just cutting hair.
I was discussing a haircut with one of my barbers in the back. These 2 were up here having, whatever altercation that they were happening. Shots rang out. Everybody ran to the back. I was pushed over in the corner a little bit, looking around. I seen the lady yielding the firearm. I asked her to please just go. She still had the cape around her neck.
That morning, Rayon and her cousins gathered in the kitchen to cook a big breakfast together. A moment full of laughter, love, and the kind of everyday joy that families cherish. Before heading out, Rayon asked them to save her plate, not wanting to be late for her hair appointment. As always, she told them she loved them, words that had become routine, yet meant everything. None of them knew it would be the last time they'd see her. The news of the shooting sent shockwaves through Rayon's family and friends, leaving them heartbroken and in disbelief. For her mother, the pain was unimaginable. Having already lost several of her brothers to gun violence, she never imagined the day would come when she'd lose a child in the same tragic way. Bearing a child is every parent's worst nightmare, a reality she never thought she'd face. Now her mother is channeling her grief into purpose. She is working closely with detectives, determined to ensure that Rayon received the justice she deserves. To her, Rayon wasn't just another statistic. She was a vibrant, loving, and deeply cherished daughter. Her mother had been fighting for her all her life, and she vows to continue fighting for her, even in death.
I lost 5 brothers, 3, I think 4 to gun violence. But I never thought that I would lose one of my children or one of my children would die before me.
Saturday morning, Rayon Williams and her cousins cooked up a big breakfast. She told them to save her plate because she didn't want to be late for her hair appointment. She told them she loved them, like she always did, and headed out. That's the last time they saw her. Myra Carter is now in custody for shooting Williams inside Bones Barber Shop on East Carson Street. According to the criminal complaint, the 2 had a dispute over dating the same person since 2023. Williams told her to come outside, and Carter shot her through the barber cape.
You can't even go to simply get your hair cut and worry about someone, shooting you.
Her family says Rayon loved clothes, sneakers, basketball, and dancing. But most of all, she loved her family.
She was smart. She was independent. She was loving. She was all about family. I haven't heard the word "I love you" so many times from her.
We didn't always get along, but if Rayon came and with one person, we had to get along. So it was like she brought the joy.
This family has already experienced more loss than most do in a lifetime. Rayon's grandmother, Luanna Coward, lost all 3 of her sons to gun violence.
When I heard the news, I said, what, is it going to start on the girls now?
For over 20 years, Coward has used her experience to help families that lose loved ones. Now she's with her daughter, trying to help her live through the worst pain she's ever known.
She wasn't just a number, and I've been fighting for her all her life, and I'm going to fight for her through her death.
25-year-old Myra Carter is currently being held in the Allegheny County Jail and is facing charges of criminal homicide. Her preliminary hearing is scheduled to take place on October 17th. The story of Rayon Williams is a powerful and heartbreaking reminder of how quickly life can be taken and how unresolved conflict can lead to irreversible tragedy. It shows the deep pain that gun violence leaves behind, not only for victims, but for the families and communities who must live with the loss. Rayon's story highlights the importance of valuing life, choosing peace over violence, and addressing personal disputes before they escalate. It also reflects a mother's unwavering love and determination to seek justice, proving that even in death, a voice can still be heard through those who refuse to let it be silenced.